Hi guys, Briana Robertson here, and today I want to talk about what are the top 5 things that you should ask your attorney when it comes to creating your estate plan. My name is Briana Robertson. I'm the managing attorney of BC Robertson Law that's based out in Dallas, Texas, and I just really want to give you this information to make sure that you are creating an estate plan that actually benefits and helps you do what you want to do most, which is stay out of court and making sure your wishes are taken care of. So let's get into it. What are the top 5 things that you should ask your attorney when it comes to creating your estate plan? The first one, and the most basic one, is what documents do I need? Because there's so many documents that you need or that are out there when it comes to creating an estate plan. And we don't expect you to know everything that you're going to need to properly protect you and to protect your estate to make sure your wishes are taken care of. So one of the first questions you're going to want to ask your attorney is, what documents do you need? The second question that you want to ask your attorney is, how do I minimize the amount of taxes my family's going to have to owe? I don't want them to have to pay an absorbent amount of taxes whenever I pass away. Is there a way that we can draft this estate plan in a way that's going to help minimize the amount of taxes and the amount of money my family's going to have to dish out in the future? And so that's another legitimate concern that you're going to want to make sure your attorney addresses whenever you're creating your estate plan. The third one is, how do I go about choosing my executor over my estate? Because a lot of people don't want to just choose their best friend, or they might choose their son or whatever. But really, this is a really important role, and it's a daunting role to make sure that your wishes are carried out in the way that you want them to. And, they're the ones that's over your assets. So you're going to want to ask your attorney, what criteria should I look into when I'm choosing who my executor should be? Should I choose somebody who's in a different state? Is that going to be a problem? Do they have to be in state? Do they have to have, certain qualifications? These are going to be different things that you're going to want to address with your attorney when it comes to choosing your executor, and even when it comes to choosing like your power of attorney, who you want to be over to make health decisions for you, your guardianships. You're going to want to ask your attorney, how is the best way to go about making this decision? What recommendations or things that you recommend that I look into when making that decision? Another question that you're going to want to ask is, what happens if I'm incapacitated? What documents do I need to make sure that if I'm incapacitated, I'm not having my family locked up in the courts and I'm being taken care of and my needs are being met, my assets are being taken care of, and it's still growing and doing what I want it to do, which is to take care of me and in the future to create a legacy. You're going to want to talk to your attorney about what all do you need to have in place depending on the assets that you have, the size of your estate. What is it that you need to have in place when you become incapacitated to make sure that all of that stuff continues to go and keep working and doing what it is that you want it to do? Another question the fifth question that you're going to want to ask your attorney is, how often should I update my estate plan? I normally recommend people update their estate plan every 3 to 5 years, and especially whenever a major life event happens, such as the birth of a new child, if you get married, if you get a divorce, somebody passes away. You're going to want to make sure that you keep those estate plans updated and to make sure that it's staying out of the courts as much as possible. We don't want to have the courts involved, and so that way your family can do what they need to do, which is to grieve and to get things in place to take care of you. So just to go over once again, those 5 questions are, what documents do I need in place for my estate, particularly? How do I minimize taxes and keep me out of the courts as much as possible? How should I go about choosing an executor for your estate? What happens, number 4, what happens if I become incapacitated, and how can I make sure that my assets are still taken care of when I'm unable to take care of it myself? And number 5, how often and should you update your estate? I hope you found this information helpful. If you did, please like the video and subscribe if you want to continue to get updates whenever these educational videos come out. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact my office. The information is in the box below. We are here and ready to help you, and it is excited to help protect and create your legacy. Once again, I'm Briana Robertson with BC Robertson Law, also known as the Law Office of Briana C. Robertson. And until next time,